Hello, Oracles. Well, that wasn't a lot of fun. My last video did not have audio all the way through it, so I'm going to do this again for you guys. So it looks like Elon was definitely selling this morning. No proof yet. Do not have any Form 4 filings. He has 48 hours to file those. So we will see within the next 2 days if he indeed did sell. But I'm going to go through some charts right now to show you guys what I saw this morning that really leads me to believe that he did sell this morning. So let me jump into those. So looking at the charts here, so again, we're consolidating down here. We got our third bounce off of $200. And that third bounce tells me that if we can continue coming up, we may fill these gaps up here. That's typically what happens. We saw that, when we were at the 315 level, we bounced 3 times, ended up falling down. So we may see that reversal on this end. Not sure. We're still in this downward channel. We'll see how we trade. Still a lot of macro things going on right now. But if Elon did indeed sell, that's going to be a huge blanket lifted because a lot of people were just waiting for him to sell before they started buying back in. So looking at the 5-minute chart for the day, I'm going to preface this by saying that Elon had 25 million shares to sell based upon the $5 billion that Gary Black had worked out that Elon would need to come up with to finalize this Twitter deal. We know the court date is going on this Friday, and they're probably trying to get this thing finalized before then. So we shall see if this actually plays out. But the number of shares that were traded in the day were 25 million shares more. Let me go back to the day chart here. So we traded 100 million shares trading hands, and the average is 75 million. So that 25 million share difference was potentially Elon selling. So then again, looking at the 5-minute chart here, on the 5-minute chart in the morning, huge red candlesticks with lots of volume. This one here, 6.5 million shares right off the bat. Then we had another 4 million here, 4.5 million here. So lots of shares trading hands early in the day. We know that the first hour is a lot more wild and volatile. So there's usually more shares trading hands, but that's a lot to be trading right up front, especially with that kind of selling pressure. And then all of a sudden, it stopped and we climbed for the rest of the day. We even had a nice strong push at the end of the day on the 5-minute chart with some good volume coming in. So that could lead us to see a nice day tomorrow. So again, don't know where we are at, don't know exactly how we're going to be trading, don't know if Elon actually sold because we don't have Form 4 filings, but just taking a look at the charts and the 25 million shares that he needed to sell and us hitting 25 million shares just tells me we were right there. And then if you look here on the 5-minute chart, there's a gap up here at 213. We just touched that and didn't get to fill that gap. So we do still technically have that gap and we have not filled it. So we have gaps now at that 213 to 215 level, that 234 level, 265 going up. So we'll see if we end up filling this. Looks like we may be kind of working ourselves into a reverse head and shoulders pattern over a long term. If we do end up getting this reversal here and come back up and push up to 313 before coming back down again, that could tell me that we are in a reverse head and shoulders pattern on a very long-term scale, which is very bullish. So again, we will see how that all plays out. So looking at the other news that we had gotten today with the China news and them dropping prices, I personally think is very bullish. I think it's bullish. I think, and talking with a bunch of you guys in the comments discussing how, dealerships, legacy automotive dealerships, they change prices all the time. You go to a dealership and you can haggle prices. I mean, prices are always changing. Nobody bats an eye about it. Ian made a great point about the fact that when it comes to Tesla and the FUD and mainstream media, they're going to slander everything. When prices were going up, they're saying, oh, prices are going up. Nobody's going to be able to afford a Tesla. Prices aren't going anywhere. Well, they're not raising the prices up. There must be a demand issue. Now, all of a sudden, they're dropping prices. Oh, Tesla's going to be losing margin. Major demand issues going on over there. Like, no matter what Tesla does, they're going to get some sort of crap for it. So that's one of the things we have to deal with as a long-term Tesla investor is just all of that. We're going to see a bunch of this FUD coming in all the time. And this is why we call it fudge. When there's fear, uncertainty, and doubt, I grab extra. And we are definitely in peak fear right now. So much stuff going on. But again, looking at the charts, pretty sure this whole Twitter thing is going to be done by the end of the week. We're probably going to get a Form 4 filing in the next couple of days. That's just my guess. And we're going to see this finally lift here. the next couple of weeks could be rough. We do still have the Fed raising rates at the end of the week, beginning of next week. Then we've got midterm elections coming the week after. I think after that, once all of this stuff is lifted, once we get through all of this negative stuff, we could potentially see them announcing things, because right now everything they say is just going to be completely skewed by FUD. So no matter what they say, it's just going to be overshadowed by the junk that's going on. So probably waiting for all of this to clear. Once all of this clears, they'll announce a new factory. They'll probably come out with the Cybertruck order page. That's just my guess. Looking at my personal vehicle alone, I've been getting some information about that coming out uh, from where I'm picking it up in Mount Kisco, and so they're giving me the Model Y, what to expect from your Model Y, user stuff on it, almost like I'm getting a phone. It's crazy, a smartphone. So I'm getting all this stuff from them. So I know my delivery is coming up. So my window right now is October 30th to November 8th, which is my birthday. Again, being wise with my money, I'm probably going to end up pushing this off until next year. Just because there's so many other things that I want to invest in, between my son, the studio here, it's Tesla stock itself. I want to put my money into those things, and I want to have a house first so I can come home and charge it. So we'll see how that plays out. Don't know what's going on there, but again, once I get that information from you guys, if I can push it out or not, I will pass that along to you, because that's good information for everyone to have. So otherwise, that's it. Sorry about the first video not having good audio. This one should be coming out soon. It'll be a little rougher format. I'm not going to have the time to clean it up like I did with the first one. So anyway, it's coming out to you guys. I wanted to make sure I passed along to you the information I saw in the charts. So if you have not subscribed, please do so down below. Sign yourself up for notifications. I am over on Twitter at OracleTim1. I share all the latest Tesla news, pertinent stock market information, and all of my daily trades. And as soon as those Form 4 filings drop, I will put those over there as well. We do have a Discord chat. That link is down in the description. And if you'd like to support the channel any further, we do have a membership program and a Patreon. Those links are also in the description. Thank you so much. Have a great one.